You getting sound right now, Joe? Can you hear me loud and clear? All right.
All right.
We're recording.
Loud and clear. We've got video, and audio.
Slate.
Video Matt hanging out with Chris and Tim of Underoath. How you guys doing on this lovely Thursday night?
Feeling pretty good.
What about you?
I'm feeling awesome.
Right on. I was talking to you earlier when you swooped around, and I was like, "Yo, what's up?" And I was talking about this mask I had, and right away we just clicked, dude.
Dude, you know what? You were hanging. I was hanging. I was about to go play some video games. You were standing on the street.
And there, what? In video games is our next topic. And Tim, do you play video games at all?
Minimal at best.
All right. Well, let's talk about Mario Kart, because I know everybody has played a Mario Kart game in the past.
Yes.
Yes. Now, Super Nintendo came out with it, 64, and then the Wii. Which is the best Mario Kart in your opinion?
Gonna have to go with the Wii. I know it's not a very popular opinion, but you know the Super Nintendo and the 64 are nostalgic, but when it comes down to it, the Wii is just the most fun Mario Kart game that's been made.
Okay, one for the Wii. I say Super Nintendo just because it's Super Nintendo.
I've never played any but the Wii, so we'll have to go with the Wii.
All right, so the Wii wins. Go get it.
Noob.
Yeah, noobs.
Yeah.
All right, so the newest album, you guys went in. Now, I had a lot of time listening on the way over here, and what I kind of got from it, and I felt, was when you guys went to that studio, you guys were gonna let out any anger, any kind of emotion. You're just gonna give it your all and leave whatever kind of controversy inside the band, leave in the past with this album. Is that maybe similar, or am I way off?
Lyrically, I don't think that we don't have anything to do with lyrics, so we just write the music.
Yeah.
Spencer mostly, and a little bit of Aaron write the lyrics, so that would probably be a question for him. I don't necessarily know if it's like getting it all out and leaving it as much as just like he wrote throughout the periods where he had ups and downs and we had ups and downs, so it's all kind of relevant and evident in the record.
All right, so what about individually and internally? What did each of you guys do to solve problems with yourself to make the band just kind of progress and go in the direction that's best for the band?
I think, me personally, it took a lot of prayer on my part just to like kind of, you know, when you have problems, a lot of times it's easy to point the finger at someone else and not really like take responsibility for problems that you have yourself. And for me, that, you know, it took a lot of that, and you know, just trying as much as possible just to be open about, you know, how I feel about things. And yeah, it's definitely a constant, you know, work, but it's something that I think is really important.
What about you, Tim?
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing I struggle with as well, is just like looking at a problem and seeing the problem starting and ending with that guy over there, and not seeing the fact that like anything that happens on this bus happens for a reason, whether you had a direct, you know, effect on it, or you just indirectly enabled it, or some way you have your role in it. And I think until everyone's willing to kind of step off their, you know, high horse and see their role in it and all come to the table with their problems and solutions, I don't think that anything really gets solved, you know?
Yeah, with one of my like personal things, might work go with you guys too. But do you think like knowing what kind of problem you have to fix and you don't do it is a bigger problem than not knowing about a problem at all and just letting it progress and get worse?
Oh, yeah, easily. Yeah, I mean, I think like there's a lot of stuff, even for us. I mean, depending on what you believe in, this may hold more weight than others. But there's even stuff in the Bible that talks about like, you know, if you're ignorant to a certain sin or a certain, you know, plight in your life, like you can't even really be held accountable. But as soon as, you know, God makes it evident to you that this is something that is destructive to you or someone else, and you still do it, starting at that moment is the time where you're going to be held accountable for doing it. You know, I mean, you can't hold a kid accountable for touching fire if he's never told what fire is, you know?
Exactly.
But once he realizes it, it's like, then it's his fault, or doing something of that nature, you know?
Yeah.
So I definitely think knowing and definitely premeditatedly doing is way worse than just doing and happening upon something bad, you know?
What you agree?
Ditto.
Right on, dude. And also, when you guys went into the studio, you know, with internet and YouTube and all this crazy stuff, you guys brought a webcam in the mix. I saw bulletins because I added you guys as friends. Make sure everybody go add Underoath right now and go to their shows. But you guys had a live webcam. Was that pretty cool? I mean, all you guys' idea to do that?
It was Chris's idea. I'll say we, but it was he.
It was I. You know. I don't like to take credit,
I'd
but
take full credit for everything that happens good with us. It is Chris does it.
No, it was just it was one of those things where you know, we were just trying to figure out what we could do to like, because we noticed and I noticed was that, you know, when a band goes into the studio to write a record, that's usually when you kind of stop hearing from them. Like, they'll be out on tour, you know, posting stuff on the internet and whatnot. But then when it comes time to writing and recording, it's just kind of like whatever band that is seems to just fall off the face of the planet for like 8-9 months. So, yeah, we you know, got the idea to bring a webcam in, and it really didn't. We didn't have to really do a whole lot, because our thing is we didn't want to have anything where we'd actually have to keep up with it, because we're so busy as it is in the studio that, you know, we didn't want to have to constantly be doing something. But with that, we just set it up and we just made it on 24/7, and we were just like, if people want to come in and watch and see what's going on, they can. And we're you know, it was boring a lot of times.